Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei Lost Rias and Went Back in Time Part 5. Chapter 11, Back to Life 11. Queen X Dragon Second Date. Part 1. I was in the basement floor of my house watching some old movies. I found this movies when I helped my dad look for his old music tapes. Since I don't have anything to do now, I might as well watch something while the time pass by. The movie I'm watching right now is a foreign movie that was made during the teenage year of my dad. The synopsis is about a guy who is traveling all over the world to find his childhood crush lover. Well, during his journey, his experience a lot of ero stuff like falling into a girl. And some op-high groping. Well, that's almost the life I had before any of this time reverting thing happened. For some reason the thought for being the op-high dragon crossed my mind. I still remember the time when I'm so popular amongst the kids from the underworld. Me as a hero. The op-high dragon ice Gremory. The theme song that everyone sings. Thinking way back, I never thought that I'd lost so many things. But, this is for the better. I might attract more powerful enemies in the future. Issei-san, oh Asia, what's the matter? Asia regularly visit me. Since Asia recover her memories, she always find a way to visit me. Asia told me that she will tell everyone about the time reverting back. Good thing that I stop her. At first Asia didn't want to keep this a secret cause she want to have the life we had before. Good thing after a long talk I've finally convinced Asia to keep this a secret. Thought, Asia did mention helping Kaneko-chan in her agenda. And if I remember correctly, Kaneko-chan want to unlock those memories of our friends. I did stop Kaneko-chan from doing that too. The problem is, I don't know if Kaneko-chan stopped doing that. Issei-san, it's time for breakfast. Okay. You go on ahead. But that Asia nod while smiling at me. I really hope that Asia is the last person who will remember me. Well. Issei-sama, I have some good news. While I was about to get up, Lee-san came with some good news. Ajuka-sama has been sent back to the human world. Apparently, the other Mayu didn't find anything suspicious about Ajuka-sama's action and your action too. I see. That's good news. I feel relief about hearing the good news from Lee-san. Good thing nothing happened to Ajuka-sama. I know that maybe all of his problems came from me after all. Ajuka-sama is sent to the Mayu territory for some interrogation about our action against a terrorist. Though, we didn't mean any harm. We simply stopped the Cows Brigade plan before it's been executed. However, the other Mayu didn't think of our action lightly. They want to know how did we get a hold of such important information and why didn't we report to them about the terrorist plan. Of course we can't tell them that I'm from the future and I brought back some important information regarding the future events, right? Ajuka-sama did tell me that some events has already been altered. So even if I blurted those information about Cows Brigade to the current Mayu government, all events may be altered before we could stop them. It will be pointless. The fewer the people knows about the future, the high chance that it will happen again. That was the theory of Ajuka-sama. And added to that, the existence of fate and destiny is making my fight difficult. They altered the events whatever they want. Anyway. I can't let those obstacles stop me. I might as well have breakfast right now. Part 2. Lunch break, school. I'm having lunch today with my two best friends in the school cafeteria. Hey Issei, what are going to do in the school field trip? Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Mitsuda then start to remind me about the school trip. HMMNN. If I remember well, it was in Kyoto that I first met Cao Cao from the hero faction. It will be a rough fight again, huh? Cao Cao and the other hero faction gave us a hard time before. Well, because they're heroes after all. The people who fights off the evil entities here in the human world. That's what everyone said, however, they're the ones who putting the fight against us. Us who only wants peace and harmony. Even though we're devils, we don't want any more war against the other faction. Since the old Mayu has need vanish and put aside and the new Mayu is in charge in the underworld, things got a bit more peaceful. Hey Issei. Are you listening? Yeah, you've been so quiet all of a sudden. Mitsuda and Motohama then started to put some weird expression in their faces. You've been having some lewd thoughts, huh? Well, that's not it. Motohama then suspected me to have this lewd thoughts. That Motohama always has this unexpected thoughts. Speaking of lewd thoughts. Everyone in the school is very surprised that you and Asia are walking together on your way to school. An unexpected guest arrive. She has a regular built body and has a messy hair and glasses. It's Kiryu. Well. It just happened that we saw each other on the way to school and I thought that it's weird if we walk in different ways and Motohama and Mitsuda glared at me with jealous eyes that burns in anger. Motohama the grabbed me by my shirt while Mitsuda got his chopsticks pointed at me. Someone help me. Issei-san. Mind if I join you? Then Asia arrived in the perfect time. I thought I was a goner. Mitsuda and Motohama soften their expression and sit down nicely. Asia's light innocent appearance really works for those people who is in a bad mood. Thanks Asia for saving me. My. I guess I should join in as well. Then without our permission, Kiryu sits with us. Asia and Kiryu bring up their lunch out and started eating. So. What are you three going to do with the group thing in our school field trip? To be honest, we haven't decided yet. Kiryu then nod and adjust her glasses. Based on what you've known, you three are the most hated people in school. The pervert trio. So it will be hard to invite some people in your circle in our class. Me, Mitsuda and Motohama didn't argue with Kiryu because everything that she said is true. It hurts me that everyone thinks that we're the devils. Well, I for one, can't argue with that either, because I am a devil after all. Sign, I guess we have no choice. The three of us will be a group of 3 in the school trip. You can't. The teacher said that we need at least 5 people in one group. And since you guys can't invite people on your group, the teachers will put you 3 in different groups. Individually, that is. What that means, the 3 of us might not be in the same group. I guess I'm fine with that. HMMNN. Issei-san. What is it? Asia then shyly pull one part of my shirt. Since me and Zenobia is having a hard time in the group thing in our class. The teacher said that me could join the groups from the different class. Well, that means Asia and Zenobia can join our group. What a turn of events. That means Asia-chan will join our group. Yeah. Asia nods at Mitsuda, who is crying really hard. Motohama couldn't believe what he just heard. HMNN. That's a great news, huh? I might as well join in your group. Huh, sure Kiryu-san. Before I was about to react to Kiryu, Asia suddenly gave her approval to Kiryu. Asia then smiled sweetly at me. Just looking at Asia gave me the sense of calmness. But I can't let my guard down. There's still things out there that I need to finish. So many things that need to be done. To protect everyone is my only goal for now. I couldn't think any more about the future. What happened after I protected those people that important to me? I do? Aiming for becoming a high-class devil. Those questions always pop up in my head every day. The worst of all is what will happen to Rias. Will she find someone else? Will she be able to achieve her goals? Her dream? People I know has different goals in life. Before I thought I could have a good life as a servant of Rias. Though it's hard at times. I still strive to become a high-class devil while enjoying the life I have with everyone. Issei-sensei. Then without any warning, Asia started to feed me with some of her lunch. My body then leaned a bit near the food that Asia's holding. What's happening? My body moved on its own. My mouth suddenly opened. Alright. There, how was it? It's delicious. Asia's cooking is so awesome. It's great. I'm glad you like it. Asia then gave a wonderful smile that made my heart beat fast. I'll have to accept that Asia isn't a girl anymore. She become a fine woman indeed. No. I'm imagining Asia in an apron. Damn it, why only Issei? Issei, you're a monster. I didn't mind Motohama and Mitsuda crying to the side. Part 3. After school. I see. Okay, I understand. I got a call from Lee-san. Apparently Ajuka-sama want to talk to me. I made a magic circle beneath my feet and transport myself to Ajuka-sama's territory. I found myself in a familiar room. Yes, it was Ajuka-sama's office. Good, you're here. From the darkness, Ajuka-sama appeared while holding a book. Good thing nothing happens to you. To me? Ajuka-sama seemed surprised on what I said. You know the interrogation in the underworld. Oh, that? Well. It's nothing really. It was just political thing, don't concern yourself with that. Ajuka-sama got his confident face up. Looks like there's no need for me to worry that much. Still, Ajuka-sama's brother is Diodora after all. I wonder if it's alright to please take a sit. I brush of these thoughts in my head. Maybe it should be better that I don't ask about Diodora. The family problems should remain in the family. Now about the next opponent. I've been reading the records you brought. It says here that the hero function is gathering up a sacred gear possessor and train them on using it. And I know you know that their main goal is to obtain the balance breaker, right? Yes, I know. Some of them successfully obtained the balance breaker through hard training and fighting us. Ajuka-sama narrowed his eyes and listened to me carefully. What do you mean fighting you? Well, all of the young devils, we from the Gremory house has this abnormal growth in our ability. So they use us for training their sacred gear possessor. They think if they keep fighting us, they might be able to obtain balance breaker. Ajuka-sama put his finger under his chin and think hard. The silence made me so nervous all of a sudden. I hope nothing will go wrong. What's the matter? I'm concerned about the events that's going to happen. For now let me think of a plan. Concern? Is just that. Sorry for the interruption, Ajuka-sama. The hero faction has made their mode. Whirlsand suddenly appeared from the magic circle. What's the situation? The Gremory house have engaged a battle with the hero faction in an abandoned factory. The other member is currently moving to the Kuo Academy. Their motive is still unknown. Though that the Citri house will defend the school, but the odds for them to win is slim. But 2 attacks in one night, why going to Kuo Academy? What's their purpose? I see. We'll send the Sekiryuushintei to Kuo Academy. But what about Rias and the others? Ajuka-sama, look at me. The Gremory house can defeat their enemy with ease. And as you know, the Citri house is still weak. And based on my theory, the other member of the hero faction may be after you. Me? I was shocked on what I just heard. Yes, you. You did tell me that the hero faction used you before as a training to obtain the balance breaker, right? And since you have an abnormal growth in strength, they thought that maybe fighting you alone can also trigger their sacred gear. You did defeat Shalba after all. I couldn't argue there. I guess this is my responsibility. Alright. I'll go and defeat the hero faction. But Merle prepare the alternate battlefield for the Sekiryuushintei. Merle then nod and transport herself using the magic circle. We'll transport you and the enemies in the alternate battlefield so that you could use all of your powers. Yeah. Part 4. I was teleported in the street near Kuo Academy. After waiting several moments, the hero faction has arrived. Well. It's the Sekiryuushintei. Good thing you've shown up. We saved some time, you know. I didn't say any word on the enemies because there's no need for words. The only thing is need here is my fist on their faces. The alternate battlefield has been activated. Gee, good luck. Merle-san contacted me using a magic circle. Is it me? Or Merle-san sounded cute when she wished me luck. You look calm for someone that is about to get killed. Again, I didn't say any words. The enemy leader then put his hand up high. Looks like they're about to make the first move. Sorry, that won't happen. Before the enemy is about to attack, a bright green light appeared beneath us. This must be at the alternate battlefield that Ajuka-sama is saying. The green light is getting brighter and brighter. I cover my eyes with my hands. Flash. The next thing I knew, I was in this open area. This is perfect. I can go wild with this area. Over to the other side of the area is a group of people with a black cloak. As expected, the hero faction didn't know their situation. It's time to finish this quick. I transformed into my scale mail. Boost. Since my injury is all gone, I think it's safe to use it. Boost. I spread my dragon wings and fly through the air with incredible speed. Boost. Slam. I hit the ground near the enemy and made a shock wave of impact blasted to the enemies. Some of the enemies has perished, but a huge numbers of it has managed to dodge my attack. The enemies that I defeated was suddenly covered by a green light, then disappeared. Looks like Ajuka-sama will take the enemies for now. Just one attack that made this huge crater. He's not just a dragon, he's a monster. I don't care if he's a monster, I will kill him. One of the enemy put his hand on the ground and summoned a huge monster like a dragon. It's double, no, it's 5 times bigger than Old Man Tannen. The monster clenched his fist tight and punched directly to me. Don't worry, partner. We can handle that attack. I bring out my 2 hands and block the monster's attack. The punch was heavy, but somehow this is nothing compare the punch I received before. Since my back injury is gone, I bring out my dragon wings. I put a lot of energy in my wings and pushed back the enemy's attack. I was able to push back the punch of the monster that made his hand swing to the air. This monster is sure is big, yet the bigger the enemy the harder they fall. Boost. I begin to charge up my left hand for the final attack. The monster then swing his right hand at me. I then dodge it by fly is different direction. Boost. Since I felt the strong aura is building up in my left hand, I begin to search for openings as my enemies attacks. One small opening can cause a huge damage in my enemies. Scream of the monster. The monster throw a right straight at me. Good thing the monster is too slow. I dodged the attack by flying up. I got a clear view of the one who summoned the monster. I then stretched my wings wide. Let's go, drag. Yeah. I charge the enemy with incredible speed. The enemy seems to notice me headed to him, so they order the monster to catch me. However, I was too fast to even catch by a huge and slow monster. Hit. The powerful shock wave echoes through the skies that made the clouds in it disappeared. Unfortunately, my punch didn't hit my target cause he managed to dodge it by jumping up. Even so, I hit the monster's right shoulder. I quickly took my distance from the monster by flying away from it. Powerful attack. However, it's useless. Your attack. My enemy noticed a huge crack on the shoulder of his monster. How could this be? Break. The monster's shoulder detached itself just one punch. I've destroyed the monster's shoulder by a one punch. Isle of rocks is falling from the monster's shoulder, so that means that this monster is made up of rocks. Looks like I need to finish this quick. Boost. Smash him. Roar. The enemy order the monster to smash me. Then monster then lift his right foot. The monster is going to step on me, but smash. I managed to make a huge hole of the monster's feet by punching it. Your finish. The went straight up the summoner of the monster who is standing on the top of its head. While I was charging the enemy, I noticed the monster opened his mouth. A glimpse of purple light can be seen on the monster's mouth. Then a thin ray of purple light passed by me. Following the thin ray is a huge purple energy. Damn, I can't dodge this. Boom. Are you crazy? Whose sides are you? And you wipe out our comrades below. You managed to live right. Anyway, as of now I managed to defeat the Sekiryuushintei. Hahaha. Boost. But how did yo? Boom. I caught my enemy off guard. I throw a hard punch to the enemy, though it didn't hit his face. I just made it miss so that the force of my punch could knock him down. I was suddenly teleported into a safe zone where the impact of the attack is nowhere to be seen and felt. I guessing Lee-san has something to do with this. After the explosion I was again teleported behind the enemy who summoned the monster-like dragon. But this time, the dragon can't be seen everywhere. I'm thinking the monster itself got destroyed by his own attack. And by the looks of this, the other member of the hero faction has perished alongside the monster. The enemy who summoned the monster is now falling to the ground unconscious. But before he's about to hit the ground, a light covers his whole body and disappeared. Sekiryuushintei, what did you do to my comrades? That light isn't the one we used to transport our falling comrades. I ask you again, what did you do? Oh, what's he talking about? I did something. Maybe Ajuka-sama did something. In any case, I still have one more enemy to defeat. It's him. Speak now, Sekiryuushintei. My last enemy then produce a huge silver wings. The wings has different types of markings in it. If you're thinking that this is a wings, then you're mistaking. This isn't wings but a magic circle. Wing magic circle. This is the first time I've seen this type of sacred gear. But this sacred gear, I can use different types of holy magic. I could use the heavens magic, Norse magic, Greek magic as long as it isn't from darkness. However, I can't use the two heavenly dragons magic, the boost magic and the divine dividing. So what's the purpose on telling me this? A silent then envelopes the whole place. I want to reach balance breaker to destroy every single devil. Maybe reaching balance breaker would give me the ability of the two heavenly dragons. Let me show you my powers. A huge number of magic circle appeared in front of the enemy. Let me show you the Norse magic. So that's why those magic circle is so familiar to me. Those magic circle is identical to the ones that Ross was using. The magic circles start to blast it out, attacks at me. I was able to dodge the attacks by flying everywhere. Next is the Greek magic circle. Then multiple Greek magic circle appeared and started attacking me. What the? I suddenly stop on mid-air. There was something holding my 2 feet. What's this? A familiar looking magic circle appeared beneath my feet with a pair of chain coming out from it. Those chain is preventing me to move. Now this is the heaven magic mix with Greek magic. I know what you're thinking, that this magic circle looks like the ones that the angel uses. But no. This is more powerful than any other magic circle. Take that for example. The enemy point his finger above me. As a look at the skies, I saw 3 huge magic circle on top of another. This is your last 3 heavenly clash. The 3 magic circle produce a huge amount of aura. Ha ha ha, I did it. I managed to kill the Sekiryuushintei. Wait, you haven't won yet. The crimson aura coming out of the light. Break. My magic circle got destroyed. My 3 layer of magic circle. Not bad, but I'm much more stronger than you. I went straight ahead of the enemy. The enemy saw me coming, so he made a lot of magic circle, but it was useless. Every single attack that I took can't even hurt me. Boost. I went straight to the enemy and punched his stomach. Wah. Blood came out his mouth. He immediately jumped back. A magic circle appeared beneath his feet, is trying to escape. I then put my dragon aura onto my feet and in my wings. I dashed towards the enemy and then used my wings for an additional speed. In just a split second, I was already behind the enemy. I hit one of his vital parts of his body to knock him unconscious. He then fall down and the light covers his wild body. Like the other enemy, he too disappeared. Geez. I'm glad it's over. But what a surprise. I never thought that the hero faction has someone like him. Being able to use any holy type magic. If we face each other before, I might lose to him. Sekiryuushintei, good work. And don't worry about the hero faction you'd face. I'll be taking them for now for observation and then give them to the other Mao. For now, take some rest. The alternate battlefield will disappear in just a few moments. Good work. Yeah. Ajuka-sama immediately contacted me after the battle. Some rest, huh? Not bad at all. Part 5. In the park, sitting in the bench. I am now in the park. This was the place where I was killed and also the place where I first met Rias. Sitting in the place like this seems so nostalgic. Relaxing like feels so good. Maybe it's alright to take some nap while in here. Yufufufu. Huh? I feel something so soft in my back. I've know this feeling Hee. I like this. RSA-kun. You like it, huh? Yufufufu. The voice is so familiar and the scent of this shampoo. Is she a senpai? Who are you? I suddenly ask out of the blue. Huh? You don't know me? Yufufu, what a shame. It's me, Akeno. Hey. Akeno-san. I opened my eyes wide the moment I heard Akeno-san's name. The first thing I noticed 2 arms around my neck. When I turn my head to the side, Akeno-san's face is so near to my face, our gaze meets with each other, I couldn't take away my eyes off her. Bit by bit our faces got closer and closer. We're in the point that we could feel our breath. Smack. I poster then suddenly fly to my face. Yufufufu, here Issei-kun, let me take that off your face. No. Akeno-san, it's okay. While I'm struggling to take off the paper on my face, my hand grab a hold of Akeno-san's hand. And again, the awkward moment happened in between us. The paper that's on my face was blown away by the wind. For the second time our gaze meets each other. This reminds me of that time when the 2 of us date. That's the first time I saw a different Akeno. A girl who longed for family, a girl who want to be cared of and a girl who needs to be protected. But right now. Sorry Akeno-san. And no, it's not your fault. The both of us turn away from each other. It's kinda weird seeing you here Issei-kun. Same to you, Akeno-san. Silence envelope us. It's like we have our own world, but the two of us just stay in one place without talking. Akeno-san then took the initiative to sit beside me. I was going to ask Akeno-san to sit beside me, but I was too coward right now. Maybe it's better to make some kind of conversation, but what topic? Hey. Issei-kun. Do you come here often? Akeno-san then start by asking me. No. Actually, I was planning to visit here before but everything went down the line. And again, another weird silence covers us. I know that this might be weird but I think I know you. I've met you before. Maybe you're imagining things, Akeno-san. I mean, how could I possibly know you, right? Hehehe. Somehow I managed to dodge the topic that Akeno-san made. Since we're here, why not we go on a date? Huh? Did I heard right? On a date. You can't. Akeno-san then put a cute face. That's cheating, Akeno-san. If you put a face like that I can't refuse. If you don't want to, it's okay for me, I'll just go. No, don't go. I mean, I guess it's alright to have a date. I stand up and offer my hand to Akeno-san. Even though Akeno-san seems so embarrassed right now, she still took my hand. The both of us went to our little date. Our first stop is arcade place. Unfortunately for me, there's a lot of people in the arcade today. Every single guy we came across always looks at Akeno-san. There's even some guy hitting in Akeno-san, even though they say me with her. Luckily for me, Akeno-san always says I'm with my boyfriend. Then pointed her finger at me. Before leaving the arcade, me and Akeno-san found a photo booth. We decided to took one because it will be a waste if we don't. Can I call you Issei? For now, sure. Akeno-san then pull my right arm down and kiss my cheeks in the same time. The photo booth started to take some pictures. The place we went is the mall. We went is different shops and stores. The thing we check on the mall is the stores that sells different types of eyeglasses. Akeno-san tried a huge square framed glasses while I tried some dim type glasses. Since we got bored in the glasses store, we decided to go the famous clothing store that sells some couple shirt. We both tried a pink t-shirt that says kawaii below. It has an arrow pointing to my left side while Akeno-san is pointing to her right side. You two look so amazing. The clerk couldn't contain her feelings seeing us together like this. The clerk then pulled out a camera and took some pictures of us. This is embarrassing. The only thing we could do is to smile. Now you two please come close. And your hand should go over here. Hey wait, I want to stop the clerk, but she just too energetic for me. The clerk grabbed my left hand and put it over on Akeno-san's waist. The feeling of Akeno-san's waist is amazing. Even though Akeno-san is wearing a t-shirt, I could easily feel her slim waist and those silky smooth skin. Nosebleed. Damn it, I'm having a nosebleed by just touching her waist. The clerk got tired. We took opportunity to change back to our clothes and exit the store. That was kinda weird, huh? Yeah. It was weird yet it's also fun at the same time. And Issei, can we? Akeno-san looks so red. She's holding her two hands near her. I think she want to say something. Then I remembered the time when we went on a date. The image of us holding hands suddenly hits me. I think Akeno-san wants to hold hands. This may be a gut feels, but there's something in my heart that tells me to hold her hands. In an instant, my hands suddenly grab a hold of Akeno-san's hand and interlock it with mine. I pulled her near me and walked through the mall. Thank you. It was quick, but I could clearly heard Akeno-san is thanking me. Walking through the mall. Akeno-san, a small woman in the same age as Akeno-san then shown up. More likely we've came across her, a girl who wears the Kuo Academy uniform with the glasses. It's Kaichu. And this Haidu is right. I couldn't say anything in the moment because of the surprise that we encountered. Kaichu is in the mall alone. I look at Akeno-san's face and saw those surprise expression as well. I didn't have time to explain everything to her, so I just ran outside the mall while holding tight onto Akeno-san's hand. While we're running away, I feel so good. I don't know where my feet is taking us, but I know one thing, I'm having so much fun. Ha ha ha. I started to laugh really hard while I was running away with Akeno-san. Issei? Are you okay? Yeah, I feel totally awesome. I look at Akeno-san and smiled at her. The only thing she replies is a simple giggle. I stop on my tracks. If I run any further, we might not be able to go in different places. So, sorry about that. Let's go to another place. HMN and Akeno-san. Akeno-san wander around the street we're in. I took curiosity on Akeno-san's expression, so I look around as well. In my surprise, this street is also the street where we ended before this red light district. Wait, that means the Sekiryuushintei is here as well. The old gazer Auden. I took a couple of step back. Hey. Akeno-san, let's get out of here. Akeno-san. Akeno. I was whispering to Akeno-san, but she didn't react at all, so when I look at her, I saw her eyes sharpen towards the old gazer Auden. I know that Akeno-san isn't looking at Auden, but someone else. Akeno-san is looking at the man besides Auden. But Akeno-san's father. Chapter 11.1 Little Akeno X Dark Aura. Part 1. The orc members gather in the VIP room in the Haidu residence. As expected, my date with Akeno-san is cancelled when we encounter the Norse god Odin. Since Akeno-san saw her father, she became quiet. She gave the same aura before saying don't talk to me. The only thing that changed is Akeno-san's father, Barakiel-san, didn't misunderstood me. I could remember the time when he accused me eating women's breast as an energy source. The good thing is that everything cleared up in the end. However, there's still this killing intent stare directly to me. I know who it is. I looked behind me and saw Jin, who's staring at me the whole time. Well, everyone seems in shock when they find out that me and Akeno-san went on a date. Even Asia, Gaspar and Kaneko-chan, even though that the three of them have the knowledge about the past events, they still got surprise. The talk between Azazel-sensei and Odin is going well. The hero Odin and the unexpected smooth talker Azazel-sensei. Now Azazel boy. Let's get serious. I want to know the best place in this town. When I say best place, you know what I mean, right? Ho ho ho. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, old gazer. Odin laughed while stroking his white long beard. Odin-sama, please stop acting like that and act like a god. Ho ho, well. I never thought I'd be lectured by someone who can't get any lover. How amusing. Here's your Roswa-san. Doing the thing she do best before, that is crying because of the fact that she couldn't get a boyfriend on her own. This thing goes over and over until the old man Odin left her to us. I'll expect great things from the Oder faction. The wish the Japanese gods will took time to hear our dialogue. Don't worry. The Japanese god will gladly hear out our peaceful treaty. Then in just a second, everything went serious. The talk between Odin and the other gods will be successful. But there's only one problem. Well, in my account, I have some problem. Well, in any case, let's get going to our business, Azazel boy. Alright, let's get going then. Then Azazel and old man Odin went on their way. Wait, I'm coming too. Well. Of course, with Roswa-san. Roswa-san passed me and our eyes met with each other. It feels like forever when our eyes met. But that Roswa-san tag along with Azazel-sensei and Odin. Part 2. Before Azazel-sensei and old man Odin went out, Azazel-sensei told the orc members to stay put in my house for now. If I recall correctly, we're supposed to be the bodyguard of Odin. This might be that time. I decided to look some place where I don't get to see the other orc members. Some of them hasn't remember me yet, so I'm kinda need to be careful, and also, I'm trying to avoid any feud against Jin. From my own perspective, Jin is kind to his comrades just like me, but sometimes has just overreacted to certain things. Well, that proves that Jin don't trust me. However, sometimes I feel like Jin isn't insecure towards me now. Every time I enter the clubroom before, Jin's glare and killing intent is always up. Well, that was before. Now, Jin didn't show any of those dangerous aura when I'm around if I don't do anything pervert. That's also the reason why I'm avoiding him. I can't stop this erotic habit of mine. Anyway, I need to find some place that I could chill out and relax. There's still one person who wants to question me. And that is, Issei, I need to talk to you personally. Before I was about to turn to the corner of the hallway. A crimson hair suddenly appeared. I took a step back because the killing intent aura is overwhelming. Her eyebrows twitch, and the sharp eye is like a powerful demonic sword that pierced through my body. I couldn't move nor speak. This is what I'm afraid of. Even though her memories is locked, the feeling towards me is always there. HHMNN. Now tell me, how did you and Akeno end up like that? Very voice is like an ice that can freeze the sun. There's no doubt that Rias is pissed off. I'll ask again. How did you and Akeno end up like that? Do you have any romantic feelings towards Akeno? I could say any word. This is the part of Rias that I'm afraid of. Rias bring her hand in front of her, then a strong crimson ball is created. Rias is very serious. We don't have any relationship beside being a senpai and cowhide. Please spare me. I kneel down and beg for forgiveness. Be very well. I forgive you this time. I am very grateful. It seems that apologizing to Rias did the work, but somehow, her face turns red. She must be embarrassed when I kneel down on her. What choice do I have? If I don't talk, I'm dead. If I say anything weird, I'm dead. So the best thing is to apologize to her. I don't want to see you anymore. Akeno, wait. After everything is cleared to Rias, I've heard Akeno-san shouted. I looked at Rias and nodded. The both of us decided to look where the voice of Akeno-san came from. I hope nothing bad is going between Akeno-san and with her father. After a short search, Rias and I heard some footsteps. Those steps is on a fast phase. It sounded like some is running away. Sob. Then we hear crying and it's getting louder and louder. Me and Rias stop in our tracks for a while. If we blindly search everywhere, we won't find anything. We've searched everywhere. Yeah, I know, let's just rest here for a moment. Since the Hayadu residence house is huge, we decided to take a short break in the hallway. I'm really not good in huge houses. Even this is my house. Finding someone here is very hard. No use complaining now. I'll just have to sense the aura of the crying girl. I put my sense up. Then I felt a present nearing us. Good thing is that I know this present. It's Akeno-san, and if my prediction is correct, she's right. Sob. Behind me in the right moment and the right timing, I caught Akeno-san when I turn around. She's crying and crying. What happened Akeno? Sob. Akeno-san didn't respond on Rias. Akeno-san just cry on my chest. Mature and elegant, those were the words we could describe the two great one-sama. I've seen Rias cry and got embarrassed before, and also I got to see Akeno-san's side as well. Mature isn't the word could describe Akeno-san now. The best word is innocent. Elegant is also not the word should describe her too. But a mere girl. This is the scene that I hate to see. Akeno. Then a deep voice came from the hall where Akeno-san run off. A huge built man. From his looks you could guess that is from the fallen angel's side. The person that Akeno-san avoided. Her father Barakiel-san. Akeno please. Let's talk. Sob didn't you hear me? I don't want to see you. Barakiel-san just stood there while seeing her daughter cry. I hold firmly onto Akeno-san's shoulder. Right now Akeno-san seems to trembling from this. Her whole body shakes, if I don't hold onto her, Akeno-san might fall. Then I've felt a piercing glare onto me. I look everywhere, but I found no one. You might be responsible why Akeno is acting this way. Then the holy lighting starts to sparks everywhere, so the glare came from Barakiel-san. Is so mad at me. What should I do? No, I won't let you hurt Issei. Akeno listen to me, nothing comes good when you're with the Sekiryuushintei. He's right. I could only attract different types of power. I almost forgot why I reverted time. I was supposed to avoid them as much as possible. If they stay with me then. No, even if disaster comes, I know that Issei will protect me unlike you. Where are you when mother needs help? You abandon us. I tried to push Akeno-san away, but she holds onto my shirt really tight. The atmosphere in the hallway became so heavy. The tense between daughter and father. Please Akeno. Listen to me. I'm your father. Stop acting like my father. I don't want to see you. Something is off. Akeno-san isn't this emotional like before. Maybe, the events alter. Even a small argument between everyone could be altered too. Barakiel-san please refrain talking to Akeno right now. I'm asking this as a friend and one of her family. We have to settle things with Auden and the other faction first. We might need her powers when it comes in a crucial times. As of now. Akeno isn't in the right state to talk to you, and I can't stand seeing her cry. I am sorry from being disrespectful for asking you such thing. Very well. I'll be going then. Barakiel-san then leave us. I try again to push Akeno-san gently, but this time she cling onto my neck preventing me from parting with her. Please let's stay like this. I didn't say anything. I just let Akeno-san clinging onto me. I'll be going too. Take care. Of Akeno. Somehow I sense a trembling voice from Rias. I notice that Rias' legs is shaking. Maybe confronted Barakiel-san took a lot of her energy. It may not seems like it, but Rias walks is kinda weak. She might fall any second if she continue like this. Do you need any help? No. I'm fine. Just. Take care of Akeno. But that Rias walks away from where we are. It hurts me to see that my girlfriend is walking alone and weak. If I'm still with her right now, I won't leave her side. Then while watching Rias walks away, I saw a glimpse of black aura fly to the air. I focus my eyes on Rias, but I found nothing. Then I look at Akeno who is cling onto me. Akeno-san. Then the black aura envelopes Akeno-san's body. I sense ultimate darkness, thick and sad darkness. Please help me. Sob. Akeno-san still crying. Even though that Barakiel-san is gone, the sadness still covers her. Why? Partner. I sense something within her heart. Deep with her. But what should I do? You need to enter her heart. But how? Remember the time when you felt something connected to the both of you? We could use that connection to enter her heart. Is that even possible, and how do you know these things? Remember the thoughts of the past Sekiryuushintei? Yes. The thoughts of the past Sekiryuushintei is full of anger, pain and a lot of the negative aspect of it. You've overcome it by talking to them right and opening their eyes on your ways. Wait are telling me that Akeno-san have those negative thoughts like the past possessor. You could say that, but in the different aspect they're not the same. Something is possessing her that made her in this state. Who would do such a thing? The enemy? No, I won't solve anything if I keep thinking about the enemies. Right now I need to focus on Akeno-san. What should I do? Drag. Right now. Find a room. I carry Akeno-san while looking for a nearest room. After a few minutes of searching, I finally found a guest room. I lay Akeno-san onto the bed and tried to get her hand off, but she won't let me. I guess we're staying like this for now. What next? Drag. Focus in your thoughts in the sacred gear. I'll do the rest. And partner. What is it? Once you're in there, I won't be able to help you. Judging from the thickness of the dark aura, the dark thoughts inside of her might be aggressive, so you need to be careful. You never know what could happen. Wait, you're not coming with me inside of her thoughts. No. I'll keep the connection of you. Stay connected. Good luck. But that. I focus my thoughts inside of the sacred gear. Then everything went blank. Part 3. The next thing I knew, I was inside this dark place. Where am I? Or inside of her thoughts, partner. Break W. What the? When I look behind me I saw a huge drag, a full form of drag. What more shocking is that there's a huge hole behind him. I'll keep this connection from getting close. For now you need to find her. Enlighten her heart. I think that's the best way to save her. You don't sounded sure about this drag. Because I am not sure. If this will help her. What? Anyway. Just go and find her. With that I went off. While I was looking for Akeno-san, I hear different types of voices. The atmosphere is so heavy. It feels like you're underneath of the ocean. Where are you, Akeno-san? Went further within her thoughts. Maybe she's in the deep within. I noticed that when I went further within Akeno-san thoughts, the lighting began to dance around me. Sparkle. The lightning didn't hit, but sometime it run past my head just a few inches away from my hair. Whisper. The voice became louder and clearer to hear. It says, "Father. Why? And I will never allow it. Also, why did you kill him?" Those are the voice that I heard here. I couldn't imagine such thing is inside of Akeno-san heart. Is this the side effect of me reverting the time back? Still, it doesn't fit in my current situation. Time and thoughts. What's the connection? It doesn't make any sense. Sob. Then while I was thinking, I heard a cry somewhere. It's like a crying little girl. I went further deep within her thoughts. Then I saw a small hint of light. Around that light a shadow shaped like people. I don't have doubt that light is Akeno-san. I went straight ahead, but before I was about to reach her, a group of shadow shaped like people prevent me. I tried to circle around it, but it's useless, there's too many of them. I guess I need to break away. I tried to make my sacred gear appear, but it didn't show up. What's going on? It's useless, you're inside of this girl's mind. You cannot control the flow inside her mind right now. Then one of the shadows speaks. The shadow's voice is very cold. W? Who do you think you are? We? We are the people who experienced the pain and death for the second time. Huh? I don't get it. Why are you inside of Akeno-san's thoughts? We've come here because of the one who made us perish for the second time. The one? Who's that? I still don't get it, but Akeno-san has nothing to do with you. I don't know what happened before, but I know Akeno-san is innocent. Nothing to do with us. She has something to do with us. The shadows release a massive dark energy towards me. I also got blown away by that energy. I stand my ground firmly again. I tried to make the boosted gear appear. Unfortunately it didn't. What did Akeno-san do to all of you? She didn't do anything, however the one who is connected to her is the one. I still don't understand anything. For now I need to reach Akeno-san as much as possible. I run towards the shadow. In the same time the shadow release an intense energy blow that also pushed me away even in a slow phase. I walk slowly and firmly. Akeno-san is a precious friend and a comrade of mine. I won't let this shadow blocks the way. I walk past them slowly. Even though the shadow has a massive dark energy that can push me away, their body just what I described them. Just a shadow. After a few moments walking past them, the energy got weaker and lighter. A few more steps I got to walk normally. I guess they'd give up. Wait for me, Akeno-san. I run fast towards the light and I already have a glimpse of the light and there I finally confirm it. That light I saw is Akeno-san, yet there's something weird. I saw a small built body. It's a small Akeno-san version. It's not in one Isama Akeno-san, but Amado-chan so cute. Wait. I need to focus on saving Akeno-san first. Akeno-san. Zap. Arg. The lightning hits me. It hurt so much. I know this pain, the same pain I felt when I was hit by the light spear for the first time. Who? We will never let you reach her. I look above me and saw uncountable of shadows. All of them is wielding holy lightning in their hands. But how? Don't forgive your father. Forget about him. The evil whisper keeps getting to Akeno-san. No. Zap. I tried to walk towards Akeno-san, but the holy lightning keeps hitting me. I want to dodge it, but the first strike made my legs weak. I fall down on knees. Sob. Father. Forget about him. He's the reason why you and your mother suffer. Akeno-san, that's not right. I have to do something. Akeno-san. I tried to call Akeno-san, but I didn't get any response from her. Damn. Sob. Akeno-san, don't listen to them. Your father loves you more than anything I know, because I've seen it before. Zap. Arg, he care for you. He cry when your mother died. He regret for not being with her. Don't listen to them. Really? Father loves me. The response. Yeah, Akeno-san hears me. No, don't listen to him. Your father abandoned you. Sob. The shadow came again and begin to say evil things to Akeno-san. Don't listen to them, Akeno-san. Akeno. Sniff. The reaction she reacted when I didn't put any honorifics in her name. Akeno, listen to me. We love you and care for you. Of course your father feel the same way. Rias, Asia, Kiba, Kaneko-chan, Gasper, Zenobia, Roswasan, even though she hasn't realized it yet, and also Rina, Jin and Rox. Including me. I love you, Akeno. I said everything that came to my feelings. That voice, it's. No, don't listen to him. The shadows tried to prevent Akeno-san from recognizing my name. It's Issei-kun. Alright, Akeno-san remembers me. No, is only a fake. Don't listen to him. No, you listen to me. I know who I am, and I'm not going to be controlled by some mean shadows. Akeno-san talked back to the shadows in a cute and adorable way. Akeno-san then jumped back and float to the air. Then release a holy lightning in her tiny hands. I won't forgive anyone who hurt my Issei-kun. Zap zap zap. Akeno-san strike every single shadows Amazing, I can't believe little Akeno-san has this powers. The shadows perish and dissipated into the atmosphere. I couldn't even feel any negative aura around me Akeno-san beat them. I tried to stand up, but my legs is still weak. I can't believe that even in the thoughts of Akeno-san, I'm still feel some pain. Hee. Issei-kun. Akeno-san saw me struggling to stand up, so she went towards me in full speed. Akeno-san tried to stop in midway before she's near me, but she failed. Akeno-san hits my chest. That hurts. Sorry. Here Issei-kun, let me help you. Akeno-san help me sit. Jeez. You always do something so reckless. Can't you do something that you didn't get hurt? Ha ha ha. I'm being scolded by a tiny Akeno. Akeno-san sit down in front of me in a formal Japanese style and pouted her lips while she looks away and her arms cross. The image in front of me is a rare thing to see, so cute, a cuteness of mass destruction. You don't have to say it like that, you know. It can't be helped. I was too worried. I put my hand on Akeno-san's head and pat it gently. My bad. I am too worried about you, Akeno-chan. You are Akeno, right? I was being sarcastic when I asked her is she the real Akeno that I know. HMNNM. The tiny Akeno grabbed my hand on her head, then lay it down. She looks very surprised when I ask her. Akeno-san looks to her right side while scratching her face with her index finger. She's so cute. Still, that didn't change the fact that something is wrong. What's wrong? It's about me. Akeno-san put a straight face and look at me. Wait. About her? Did she took my question about her seriously? Then the feeling of doubting someone comes to my mind. The Sama question pops in my head again. Is she the real Akeno? You're the real Akeno, right? Why yes, but in the same time. No. How that make no sense. What do you mean? You can say. I'm a part of her, that's lock away. Now I really don't understand at all. Wait, if you're thinking I'm a fake then you're wrong. How should I put this? The tiny Akeno pat her on her with her small hand adorably kawaii. Oh, let's say I'm a part of her thoughts. Oh. Okay, I still don't understand. Let's just say I'm a part of her heart, okay? I just nodded her. A part of Akeno-san's heart, Well, if you put it that way. I might as well accept it as an explanation. And beside it easy to understand. Anyway, you shouldn't do such thing again. But if I hadn't do anything you might get hurt. You know that I don't like seeing tiny Akeno-chan getting bullied because she's my precious. Before I was about to finish my sentence, I got a quick kiss on the cheek. The little Akeno kissed me. I'm very surprised indeed. Thank you. For saving me. Little Akeno sit down and put her head down. She's trying to hide a red face, How adorable. Anyway. I'm glad you're okay. By the way. What are those shadows anyway? Little Akeno looked at me and became serious. Those are the souls perish when they used to live. Other than that, I don't know anything. I see. Talk about weird things, Those shadows reminds me of the dark aura that Shalba have when we fought each other. The same negative energy and darkness. But this time it's inside of Akeno-san's thoughts. What are those things? I better tell this to Ajuka-sama. Hey, little Akeno seems to notice my serious face. She pulled my shirt. Since we're here, how about we plow? Will Akeno stop in the middle of her sentence? She's about to wake up. What a pity. Little Akeno whispers something that I didn't hear. She then let go of my shirt and walk a couple of steps back. Hey. What's wrong? We don't have much time. But it was nice meeting you, Issei-kun. I tried to walk toward little Akeno, but I couldn't move when I looked beneath me. A red line is tied up to my waist. Wait, I still have some questions. Whatever it is. You're asking the ring person. Sorry. Then a light appeared beneath my feet. Wait, I still want to hang out with a little Akeno. Yufufufu. You'll have much more good time with the big version. By Issei-kun. The last image I saw is the little version of Akeno waving her hand to me. Chapter 11.2. Loki. Part 1. What happened? I was completely blank out. I didn't even remember what happened. I look around and notice that this room is for the guest. What am I doing here anyway? I tried to think hard on why am I doing in the place like this. How did I end here? I sit down on the bed. There's only one thing that could help me in this kind of situation. Greg, what happened? Don't you remember? You saved your queen in her own thoughts. Queen? I tried to think who could that be. As hard as I can, there's only one I could think of. Akeno-san. Yeah. Then it came all in me, the shadows, the dark aura. I look around for Akeno-san, but I could find any trace of her. Akeno-san, where are you? I tried to call her, but I didn't get any answer. Calm down, partner. She already left a few minutes before you woke up. But she already left. Hey Drake. Have you noticed something when she left? Noticed something, Other than looking so radiant? No, I haven't noticed any changes. Radiant, that's the first time Drake say something like that. That means something is wrong. I have to find her to confirm it. I'm on the panic mode. Akeno, well, isn't it too early for you to call out my best friend by her name without using honorifics? I was so shocked when I opened the door. Rias is standing in front of me again. Tell the truth right now. What's your relationship with Akeno? Rias twitch her eyebrows and now is emitting a killing intent aura. By the looks of it, Rias is jealous, even the time reverted back, and her memories is locked. Her feelings towards me is still there. That brings me a question. If her feelings is still strong towards me, why hasn't she remembered me yet? In any case, I don't want to find out, and I don't want her to remember me. For now, I have to survive the incoming death storm by this Crimson Princess. Speak. Or I will eliminate you. You know, you sounded like you're jealous. I'm trembling when I said those words. That's the only words that came up in my mind. Then everything became quiet. All of a sudden the killing intent aura has banished from the atmosphere. Yet Rias still remain in front of me. I couldn't see her eyes because her hair is blocking it. The silence is killing me. I already have some sweat on my forehead. Rias. Then Rias' body move a little. Oh crap, I made a few steps backwards and prepare myself for the incoming attack. Then Rias started to speak. I am not jealous. What makes you think I'm jealous? For your information, my standards are high. I won't get jealous by the likes of you. Rias is on its Sundeer mode. I won't get jealous. Why did you say it twice? Rias cross her arms and look for the other side while she displaying her girl side. Rias is kinda cute when acting like this. I won't get jealous. What do you have that I will get jealous? Then you're cute and manly, strong and kaya. Rias turns around and scream in a cute way. She acting like a fangirl who saw her idol for the first time. Rias sits down on the floor while her hand is covering her face. Is she embarrassed or something? Hey, are you okay? Rias then stand up. Anyway. Azazel want us to gather in the basement. Rias slightly looks back, but when she notice I'm looking at her, she immediately looks the other way. Let's get going, Rias said without looking back. Then Rias walks ahead of me and I follow her. I made a distance between us because every time I got near her, Rias always react. For me, this is better. I always need to avoid any kind of physical contact to the people I've met before. Part 2. Me and Rias got to the basement just in time. The awkward tense in the both of us have lightened up. Everyone was present in the basement, including Arena from the heaven side and Raswa-san from the north side. I got on my sit and as always Azazel sensei start the meeting. Now first of all, everyone here knows that the Norse god Odin had arrived in Japan to have some peaceful talk with the Japanese god. And as of now the Cows Brigade is still on the move. More to that, the hero faction had made their appearance right. As everyone know, there's too many factors that can prevent Odin from talking to the other gods. Then sensei continue while walking to the center of the room. So basically, I want you to guard Odin while he's here in Japan. A simple task yet rough in the same time. And if anything goes wrong, you'll have Barakiel and Raswas to back you up. No one rejects the idea, but then Rias stand up. Good idea, however, I'm having a bad feeling about this. May I ask something first? What is it? Azazel sensei sit down on his chair and listen to Rias as well as everyone inside the room. It's about this conversation about the Norse god and the Japanese god. I have a feeling that in terms of the Japanese god's side, there wouldn't be any problem cause if it's peace we're talking. The Japanese has no means to reject the idea, but what about the Norse side? What do you mean? Raswa-san, who is also with us, asked Rias. Well, I just want to know, is every official in the Norse side is agreeing to Odin's plan? Talking to the Japanese gods, that is. Raswa-san looked down and think hard. I could already read in her face that not everyone is going to agree to Odin's plan. I know one person who is against this conversation between the gods. Loki. You're right that some of the officials is against this, but there are those woes supporting this plan. Well, as of now, I won't deny that there are those who's willing to do everything to stop this from happening. Like you, I too have a bad feeling about this as well. Not in the Japanese side but in our side. This must be an after effect when I reverted the time back. Their memory is locked but not the feelings. Maybe this clearly a sign that Loki is going to make his appearance. I need to think a countermeasure to prevent Loki's appearance. Like the two of you, I also have a bad feeling about this as well. But in my case I also have a feeling that all of you can do this. Whatever happens in your mission. I know all of you will survive. You can call it mixed feelings. Azazel sensei speak with confidence and trust. Looks like he has hope in us. You're right. I guess there's no point pressing this issue when you have that much confidence in us. Of course you're my student after all, ha ha ha. Sensei then laugh really hard. I think hearing Rias acknowledging him bring a lot of joy in him. May I ask something as well? Then Kiba raise his hand and ask a question. What is it? Raswa-san. Who are those people that are against the talk between Norse god Odin and the Japanese god? Then Raswa-san put a serious face. The only one I could think of is Loki. I see. Even though that hearing Loki's name everyone remained calm. Eh? You're not surprised. HMNN. Well. Let's just say, I already predicted it. Obviously me and the rest who already remember everything from before isn't surprise. Judging from your looks, I could see you're not surprised as well. Knowing that our next opponent is Loki. HMNN. I'm keen to have a strange feeling it's him. Roswisan put a weak smile, and yet I could already sense that she isn't much nervous like before. Alright. You guys will guard Auden as soon as I call everyone. For now be ready. Yes. But that everyone stand up and leave the place. I tried to look for Akeno-san, but I didn't get a chance to have a glimpse of her. I did saw her just now besides Rias, but I can't bring myself to talk to her during the meeting. While looking for Akeno-san, I managed to see Asia along the way. When I asked where's Akeno-san as she told me to Akeno-san went to the elevator. I wanted to see her. I need to confirm if she's okay. When I arrive in the elevator, it already gone up. I use the stairs instead of vent though I don't have any idea where Akeno-san might head. Somehow my feet is talking me to some place in my house. There I arrive, in front of a door that used to be the room of the queen. Knock, Akeno-san. Then I heard something fall from the other side of the door. I quickly open the door. Akeno-san. The room is dark, but that can't prevent me from seeing the only person who's on the floor. Akeno-san W. What are you doing? I was about to change my clothes, but I couldn't find it in the dresser. Then it hits me. Akeno-san has remember everything. Then I realize something. Akeno-san continues speak. I listened carefully to her. I'm kinda afraid to hear it though. This isn't my room. Or even my house. I was about to leave when you knock. So I was surprised and fell. So that's why Akeno-san didn't remember anything yet, but I need to be careful for now. Maybe I should leave. I was about to turn around, but I heard Akeno-san scream. I saw her on the floor. It will be rude to leave her here in a state like that. Dear, let me help you. No. I'm fine. I offer my hand to her, but she didn't take it at all. Instead she stand up on her own. HMNN. Issei-kun. What is it? Reluctantly, Akeno-san want to say something. No, it's nothing. But that Akeno-san left the room where she used to sleep where I stand alone. Part 3. We're currently guarding Auden on his trip in Japan. Apparently, Auden is slacking off. He only visits some place that would bring him great joy. In this case a club that is run by some fallen angel. Even before we got here, Auden already visits some places that normally visit by tourists. Auden-sama is very hard to manage. I'm looking more like a Brady sitter rather than a bodyguard. Roswisan speak with utter exhaustions. True, I can't blame her. Even before she joined the Gremory group, she already have some bad times when it comes to Auden. Other being teased without having any boyfriend, Auden oftenly leave Roswisan when he becomes annoyed of being scolded. Hard times huh? Why not become a devil, eh? Why not become a devil? What was I thinking saying those words at Roswisan? She looked very surprised when I suggest being a devil. HMNN. Well, Roswisan put her finger under her chin and think very carefully. You look very interested in it. I notice the serious face of Roswisan and can't help to wonder if she's interested. I just simply scratch my cheeks and smile. Well. You know what's weird? What is it? I asked and Roswisan looked at me. Before coming here, I had this weird dream about being a devil. If I remember right, it was right after the Cows Brigade attempt to attack the match against the Citri and the Gremory. And if I recall correctly, that's the first time we met, right? In the hospital it is. That's right, after I intercepted the attack I was brought in the hospital in the underworld. Roswisan is the first person I saw when I woke up. Yeah, that's the only word I uttered to Roswisan. More importantly, how long do we need to wait? Here outside. Right now Roswisan and I is waiting outside of the club where Auden is at. It's been decided that me and Roswisan will wait for Auden outside the main entrance. The carriage we use is on the other side of the building where the other members is guarding. We're doing this to guard every area. If the enemy comes in front, the backside will be available when it comes to escape. If the backside is being attacked, Auden can go to us. For the other remaining area, the fallen angel will guard it. Auden really took him time inside huh? Man, I really want to go in. Hey, by the way, HMNN. Then Roswisan speak. Aren't you bored? Yes, I am. To be honest, I really want to go inside. Then Roswisan sighed and said, I knew you're going to say that. In a sarcastic way, then smile. After a few more moments, Auden and Azazel Sensei came out of the club. Looks like Auden had fun. His all smiles. What took you so long? Azazel Sensei. The old man wanted to have a nice and awesome night. Haha, geez. The old man geezer, there's no helping him. Ho ho ho, I see you have some good time here, Roswis. If you don't make a move, the Sekiryuushintei would be taken. Huh? W. What are you saying, W? We know I. It just C. Can't. Auden put a grin while Roswisan is having a red face. Say something. Me HMNNM. Roswisan managed to dodge the embarrassment by giving me the attention of Auden W. What am I supposed to say? Anyway. Let get a move on. Right W. We don't have much time in our hands. With that, Azazel-sensei nod and laugh while stroking his long white beard. We call the carriage to the main entrance where me and Raswa-san with Auden and sensei is waiting. Raswa-san, Auden and Azazel-sensei went inside the carriage while I be with Zenobia and Kiba outside the carriage. Before we leave, I notice a certain person inside the carriage who's looking from the distant. I wish she's really okay now. But that I got on the carriage fly and left the club. Zenobia and Kiba is having a conversation about weapons while I'm just looking from the distance. Hey Issei, HMNN. What is it? Zenobia looked notice of my quietness and decided to talk to me. You've been carrying the Ascalon, right? Yeah. Zenobia took notice of the Ascalon. I was wondering if I can use it tonight. You know, something might happen. What do you mean? I sit up straight and look at Zenobia. Well. Me and Kiba has this feeling that we'll be attacked tonight. I know it doesn't make sense, but when we're at the club, Rias Butchu talked to us about her intuition. Somehow we all feel the same. That's right. Everyone except Jin and Rox-kun. There's this feeling of fighting a strong opponent tonight. Zenobia and Kiba pointed out their feeling towards the upcoming battle against Loki. So fighting Loki is impossible to avoid. Here, I took out the Ascalon from my sacred gear and lend it to Zenobia. The both of you need to be ready. What do you mean Issei? Are you telling me that the enemy is approaching? Zenobia and Kiba made a serious face, and so am I. After I lend the Ascalon to Zenobia, I notice a sudden change in the atmosphere. The wind stopped blowing and the carriage seems to slow down. There's an enemy. A few moments has passed a carriage stop. Zenobia and Kiba is on the defensive move. I bring out my gauntlet and look around for the enemy. Boom boom, then without any warning 2 attacks has been fired on the sides of the carriage. Good thing that this carriage is protected by a powerful magic barrier. No one is harmed. Zenobia and Kiba guard the sides of the carriage. Then a powerful aura is felt and when I look above us, Loki, the Norse god Loki. HMNNP, you're quite guarded. Auden, yeah we all need to be prepared for you. Then Auden came of the carriage with Azazel-sensei. As suspected, Loki is the one who'll be appearing tonight. So what brings you here? Then Azazel-sensei asked with a calm yet cold voice. If you already suspected me for interfering, then why ask me? I hope you know the reason why am I here. True, but I want to know if you're one of the terrorists. Then Azazel-sensei crosses his arms and gives in dangerous aura. I'm not one of those low-life. More importantly, I'm here to stop this foolish act of Auden. Surely you know that this faction stole our people from believing us. Yes, I'm aware of that. However, I'm doing this for the better future. The time of change need to be done. Then Loki release a huge amount of aura. Then die alongside with a low life in this world. I won't let you. Zenobia use Ascalon and Durandal together and made a pureful energy shot. Futile. Boom boom. 2 has hit Loki. But that shot can't even compare to my weakness attack. Then Loki made a Norse-type magic circle in his hand and shot some magic at Zenobia. Akeno. Zenobia shielded herself using Durandal and Ascalon, but the impact was so powerful that made her fall. I rushed towards Zenobia, but Kiba managed to catch Zenobia before me. Then when I look at Durandal I notice a spark of yellow light. It's like it wants to release a huge amount of energy. Kiba, is Zenobia okay? Yeah. She's just unconscious. I'll bring her to Asia. Then Kiba went inside the carriage. I heard someone scream. When I look who it is, I'm surprised to see that the guy who screamed managed to hit Loki in the face. Jin. Then everyone else seems to be at shock. That's for Zenobia. Damn you. Loki is too surprised that Jin was able to hit him. Impressive, however it's not enough to defeat me. Loki then attacked Jin. The distance between Jin and Loki's attack is so near Jin can't dodge it. Boom. Then explosion is heard. Dust is all over the area where is at. Bit by bit the dust faded and we could see that Jin is okay. What happened? Please stop this, Loki-sama. So? It was you who protected that dragon. The one who protected Jin is Raswa-san. Do you think you can stop me? I might as well call him now. Out of nowhere, a huge wolf appear. Fenrir. Damn, Loki didn't summon Fenrir like before. That means Loki had already planned everything, but how? I had a feeling that the Sekiryuushintei will be here. It's a good thing that my plan works. Oh, by the way, Sekiryuushintei, aren't you losing many blood? Then my eyes got blurry. Blood? I look around my chest and didn't see anything. After a few moments of wondering, I felt an intense pain on my back. Fenrir attacked me from behind. You were careless to think that I'd go here without an assurance of victory. I've already summoned Fenrir before you got here. How did you know that this is the route we're taking? Azazel-sensei seems angry. I told you, it's just a feeling I have. Then a massive holy lighting struck down on Loki. I will never forgive you. It's Akeno-san. Pathetic. It's useless. Then a massive surge of energy is coming towards Akeno-san. Jai-ge. Then another holy lighting appear and hit the energy surge that block it. The only hope who can use it is Barakiel-san. Damn, I can move. I can beat Loki without any problem if I could just heal this wounds. Issei-san, I'll heal you up. That's a good idea, but I can't let my eyes off Loki. He might attack Rias like he did before. I can't let Asia leave the carriage, it's too dangerous here. What should I do if only there's someone who could lend me a. But while I'm panicking, I remember a certain person who always look out for me as well. Ravel. 2 days ago I received a package. Apparently the package is from Ravel. To be honest, it surprises me to think that I only talked to Ravel once. The package has 2 bottles of Phoenix tear and a letter that says, to the Sekiryuushintei. This from my family. May this gift will be the mark of our connection and friendship. Use it well and also keep this near you. Thanks Ravel, even though you're not my manager anymore, you still take care of me. I took the bottle from the pocket by the pain on my back, prevents me from using it. Let me help you. Then Kiba appear and help me. Kiba then pour the Phoenix tear on my back. I'd waited for a moment but I didn't feel anything. What the heck? Issei-kun, the Phoenix tear isn't working. What isn't working? That's impossible. This is getting more pathetic. Fanra kill all of them. Then Fanra look around then stop when he saw Rias. Fanra is going to attack Rias. I can't move even if Kiba reach there in time. The both of them will be killed. What should I do? Please anyone save Rias. All I could do is to close my eyes and hope that someone will save her. Wait Kaneko W. What are you doing? Then I heard someone scream. I looked the direction where it came from and saw Kaneko-chan grab Jin's leg and begin to spin around. That's right, Kaneko-chan knows this will be happening. Swift. Arias Butchu. In the same time Fanra dash, Kaneko-chan throw Jin towards Rias. Bam. Jin hits Fanra before it attack Rias. Good thing Jin got in time. Issei-kun, there's some kind of dark matter that prevent the Phoenix tear from healing you. Dark matter, first a dark aura in my enemies and now a dark matter. What's going on? I'm impressed. You managed to stop Fanra's attack. However, if I can't kill Surzich's sister, then I might well aim for the Sekiryuushintei. Then Fanra look at me with a cold piercing look. The Sekiryuushintei will be a big problem if I let him live. Fanra attack. Then Fanra run towards me Auden and Azazel-sensei tried to stop it but fail. Gasper tried to stop its movement but he can't. Raswa-sen also tried to stop it but fail as well. Sword birth. Tiba made a huge amount of sword to block it but Fanra just smash it. It's just a matter of seconds before Fanra kill me. I prepare myself for attack when bam, a ray of white light suddenly appear and hit Fanra. Why do I forgot him? I see you're in a bad position. Yeah. What brings you here Volley? Volley then look at the person in front of us. To beat Loki of course, as expected from this guy. Fanra went to his owner's side. The heavenly dragons Looks like things got interesting. While Loki talks, the pain in my back is gone and the wound seems to gone as well. Looks like I can at least fight right now. Let's call it for now. Loki is running away. But remember this, I will not stop here. I will kill you Auden, mark my words. Loki and Fanra just faded to the darkness. I didn't even got a chance to hit his face damn. But still, that's not the only chance that we'll be seeing Loki. The joining force of the Youth Devil and Volley team will be happening again Chapter 11.3 Joint Forces X Ajuka's Plan. Part 1. The day after Loki appear, everyone is gather in my house again. Arena, Azazel-sensei, Barakiel-san, and the Citri group and lastly Volley team. While Auden and Raswa-san is contacting their homeland from the other room. The countermeasures against Loki is being held right now. First of all, I'd like thank Issei for letting us use his house for our meeting. To be honest, I never agreed to them to held the meeting in my house. It just happened that when I got home yesterday, everyone was here including the people who hasn't remember me. Things got very weird since Loki appear. First Zenobia is having a trouble in her durandal and second Azazel-sensei was sitting on our living room like nothing is wrong. Third Akeno slept in that room, I mean her room before. The countermeasure is like before. Since the dragons are gather up here, Azazel-sensei wants to call one of the Dragon King. The sleeping dragon, Midgardsormr. Will it work? Saji asked. It will. Though we can't call his physical form. We will call his consciousness. That's impressive Issei. It's like you know what I'm about to say. Hey, I said it out loud. The weird stare is on me again. That's what I'm expecting from Volley's rival. Yes. You're very worthy for my rival. Then Biku and Volley praise me. I don't need your praise right now. The tense is kinda building up in me. Azazel-sensei smirk for amusement for me. He might think I'm smart or something. How's the meeting holding up? Is everything going well here? Then a voice was heard throughout this room. A magic circle shines one part of the floor and there a hologram of Surzich-sama appear. I'm glad you could join us. Well, I'm really not that confident to let the youth handle Loki. I thought I could drop by and see it for myself. Surzich-sama is worried about the youth As expected for the Mayu King that hope for the devil youth to take care of the future. Let's talk for a moment Surzich. Azazel-sensei talks to Surzich-sama in private. Though the both of them is near the noise in this room seems preventing me from hearing it. Since the meeting is on hold I notice one thing that seems familiar to me. Rias and Biku is arguing. What's your problem? Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know why. But every time I see you it make me so mad. Rias is emitting a killing intent aura if I remember right. Biku was the one who made Rias nickname before. Switch princess. Hey Sekiryuushintei. Can I use your swimming pool? Biku asked me while dodging some attacks from Rias. This guy's is really something Like before, I didn't know how to answer Biku. Wow, is the sword. Irina seems to be amused about the Excalibur again. As expected, Kiba and Zenobia is listening from behind. Issei-san. This seems to be familiar, right? Huh? Oh yeah. This is like before. Then Asia came up to me. Asia is right, this scene already happened before. It feels like it just happened yesterday. Lick. I felt a weird sensation on my cheek, it's kinda nostalgic. I've know this feeling. Nisama. Nyahaha, it tastes like virgin. Hiroka lick me again, again my virginity has been exposed. HMNN, still it doesn't taste like human, more likely. It tastes like AHMNN. Dragon. How, of course it doesn't taste like human, I have a body that came from Great Red, it's not like you've know it. What's wrong, Kuroka? He's a dragon after all. I know, but he's a half human and devil too. There must be a hint of human flesh. But it didn't taste like it. What, a Nekomata can also identify the type of flesh, this is the first time I've heard that. Let me taste again, Naya. Then Kuroka jumps before Kuroka could land onto me, I grab her shoulder and dodge her, but she hold onto my arm and pull me down. Naya. What, I'm on top of Kuroka, our faces is just inches away from each other. I could feel her breath, it smells nice, I wanted to enjoy every last of it, but there's too many eyes glaring at me, I tried to move away, but Kuroka just hold onto my arms tight. Naya. Kuroka is gave a seductive smirk, damn it, don't move too much. Kuroka said in a low and seductive tone. Chills and excitement is overflowing in me. Issei-senpai, I think it's time for you to stand up, Kaneko-chan said with despise and anger. Kaneko-chan is right. I shouldn't be doing this. I move my right leg, but there's something on the sides of my right leg. And my knee is hitting something soft, HMNN. I move it again. You're too fast, Sekiryuushintei. If you insist. Please go on. But Kuroka just moaned, not just any other moan, but a moan that could please any man including me. Did I do something? I look at my leg and notice that my leg is in between Kuroka's legs, and my upper knee is touching her. Please. More, Kuroka said in a pleasing tone. I just tried to get up, but my knee just keeps moving upwards towards Kuroka's. What are you doing, Issei-senpai? Nothing, it just gua. Kaneko-chan hits me after she grabbed my shirt. I think this is the best, I've finally separate from Kuroka. Still. I'm feeling guilty, that was my chance. Now, everyone. Listen up. There's something we want to say before we dismiss all of you here. Then Azazel-sensei speak. Now that everyone will face a very difficult enemy. I want everyone to cooperate with each other. Including your team volley. As of now. Your reason of fighting Loki is very suspicious. Even so, we lack of manpower. I hate to admit it, but we need your strength. Suzuki-sama seems to be disappointed in his decision. You could blame him. The three great power has too much on their hands right now. The hero faction and the remaining members of the Cows Brigade. And you too, Issei, we need the strength of the two heavenly dragons to defeat Loki. I'm sorry, but I can't let the Sekiryuushintei fight Loki. Suzuki. Then a voice was heard from the darkness. The Sekiryuushintei will not fight Loki. Ajuka. In everyone's shock, Ajuka-sama appear from the darkness. But why? The Sekiryuushintei has more important thing to do with me than fighting Loki. Me? I have more important thing to do? Oi. Loki is our main enemy right now. We can't afford to lose Issei right now. Ajuka, please let Issei fight with us. Ajuka-sama just stood and looked at both Suzuki-sama and Azazel-sensei. Are you the Sekiryuushintei master? No. Then stop ordering him. This is my decision as his master. Things got tense up, everyone in here couldn't believe what just happened. Ajuka-sama just talked back to Suzuki-sama. I know that the both of them are friends, but this isn't a talk between friends at all. Huh? You won't let Issei fight. That's right. Volley then confronted Ajuka-sama. Volley is emitting some dangerous aura, looks like he's ready to fight Ajuka-sama. If you can't be persuaded in words, I'll just have to use force. Volley made his wings appear and charge Ajuka-sama head on. I can't stand here and just watch this. Agon, what did I tell you? The Sekiryuushintei is my servant. Ajuka-sama said while I block Volley's punch. Everyone is on a state of shock, no one move nor speak. The tension just rises. If this goes on, Ajuka-sama including me will be labeled as traitors. Why? Why did Ajuka-sama refuses me to fight alongside of everyone else? The next enemy is Loki, I'm the only one who can beat him, but why Ajuka-sama? Stand your ground. Volley. Then Azazel-sensei said to Volley, who's still pushing his punch onto my guard. If we don't have the Sekiryuushintei with us, there will be a high chance that Loki might kill some of us. It's not like I have a problem with that. Still, Loki and Fanner can be difficult to handle. Even so, stand your ground. Don't do anything reckless. Volley then loosened the force of his punch and walks towards the place where he sat. Please Ajuka-sama, let me fight with. I refuse. Huh? Then I heard a voice inside my head. Listen well, Sekiryuushintei. I won't allow you to fight with them this time. But if you insist fighting with them, then I will not help you anymore. I'll explain everything later. I was in a state where I couldn't do anything. The voice just now. Was it Ajuka-sama? I got scared before of the look Ajuka-sama gave me. I just backed down and stepped aside. Listen well, Surzich. If you insist of bringing the Sekiryuushintei to fight Loki, then consider me as your enemy. But those words, the tension of the whole place gotten heavy. Is that a threat or something? I look at Surzich-sama, who has a very shocked expression and doubt in his face. Then he began to close his eyes. Very well, I won't include Issei-kun in this joint forces. Good. And please stop using this place as your meeting venue. I know you're the one who renovated this whole place, but still. The Sekiryuushintei is my servant. If you want to use this place again, please let me know. That is all. Goodbye. Ajuka-sama then turned his back on Surzich-sama and walks off. Wait, Ajuka. If you don't want Issei to fight Loki, then please let Issei help us on calling one of the Dragon King. Ajuka-sama stops and wave his hands. Then so be it. Then Ajuka-sama walks in the darkness and vanish. The tension is lightened a bit since Ajuka-sama leave. I should be going as well. Everyone dismiss. Surzich-sama said while everyone gladly replied yes except for the volley team. Part 2. I am currently waiting in the huge spacious room for Ajuka-sama. After the high amount of pressure in my house, I quickly went here to know what's behind Ajuka-sama's plan. Though I still want to fight Loki just to be sure that none of my friends die. I really don't care if Loki is a god. I beat him once, then I'll beat him again. Your early Sekiryuushintei. Then I heard a voice behind me. Look at the person who's holding a cup of tea on a tray. It's Merle-san. Here. Merle-san went to me and handed me the tea. I thanked Merle-san afterwards. So? I heard you're not joining the team that will fight Loki. Merle-san heard it too. I guess the decision is already announced by Ajuka-sama and his servant. But why telling them? Yes, I put down the tea. It looks like you didn't agree in Ajuka-sama's decision. You're right. It just like Ajuka-sama knows that our next opponent is Loki, and yet he left me out of the joint force. How can they even defeat Loki without my help? I just blurted out of the things on my head. It's true they can't fight Loki even if Vali is with them. The only reason Vali is in that fight because he wants to have Fenrir on his side. He'll eventually teleport somewhere and take Fenrir with him. Leaving Rias and the others fight Loki. Things just got mess up. I see. You know. Ajuka-sama won't make a plan if he's not sure about the outcome. Why not trust him? You've been doing that all this time. I know. I just want to make sure that nobody will die. The casualties of fighting Loki is very high without me. Odin will lend one of the Norse weapon to beat Loki. And I'm the only one who could use it. It sounded like you don't have any hope in your comrades' strength. Don't underestimate your comrades. They will win. Isn't me or Merle-san is nice to me today? Her Tsundeer side is gone. What happened? I just look at Merle-san and got curious. Hey, D. Don't look at me that way, you pervert. Merle-san then noticed me looking at her and made an angry expression and yielded me I was wrong. Her Tsundeer side is still there. Merle-san then walks towards the door. Wait, Merle-san. D. Please cut out the san. You can call me by my name only. Looks like she doesn't want me to use the honorifics. I guessed I could do that. Then Merle-san just continued to walk towards the door and again I tried to stop her, but before I was about to stop her, Merle-san herself stopped on her tracks. Are you doing your best to avoid you being remembered by your friends? I got puzzled about Merle-san's question. Still, I managed to reply, yeah. You know, ever since Lee Wani-sama met you, I've noticed the changes in her. She was able to smile and started to talk to you more. But this past few weeks I've noticed that she became distant and always spacing out. I think it was the same time that the cat and the blonde girl started to talk to you more. It's not like I'm against it. I just feels like Lee Wani-sama might turn back the way she was. Lee-san? I sometimes notice that Lee-san seems sad. But every time I talk to her, she always say I'm okay. I also did notice she has this weak smile. I want you to take care of Lee Wani-sama, that's all. Then without an hesitation Merle-san run outside the door. I sat down and think very hard. First there's Akeno-san who's I think her memory might return to her, and now Lee-san seems having a hard time as well, but I still don't know what her problem is. And there's Loki. I have too many problem to handle. Damn it, too many problem. I wish I could grope some oppai tonight to at least feel better even for a little bit. I then swing my hand high and stretch my back. I don't think groping women's breast can make you feel better, Sekiryuushintei. Then out of nowhere Ajuka-sama appear in front of me. I was so surprised that I leaped behind the sofa. Ajuka-sama, how long are you been there? Well, long enough that I heard you want to grope women's breast. How you could at least use the door not popping out of nowhere. So let's cut to the case. You want me to explain everything to you, right? Why I didn't let you fight Loki. Yeah. I want to know everything. I already know that you're not the person who make a decision without knowing the possible outcome, right? So please explain everything to me. I put a serious face and lend my ear to Ajuka-sama. First I want to explain this to you. Ajuka-sama then bring out a book on his hands. Ajuka-sama then open it. Then a hologram has appear onto the air. It looks like a branch of events. In every events there is a picture of the people that I've already fought and defeat before. In the bottom of the branch is a picture Kakabeel that branches up to Vali and branches up to Diodora and it branches up to Shalba and finally branches up to Loki. What do you notice, Sekiryuushintei? I notice that every picture in here is the picture of all the people I fought before. Ajuka-sama then continue. Not only that. This is the events that took place before you reverted the time. If you touch the picture it will show the text about what happened on that event. It will also show the text when the events have been altered. For now some events have already been altered in favor of us. Well, it's expected since we already know the moves of our enemies. Now while looking in this I came up with a theory. What if we could prevent the major events before it happened? I think we've been doing that all this time. Ajuka-sama, do you really think so? Then Ajuka-sama reply in a simple way, however that simple way made me think hard. Do we really prevent anything? Listen well, Sekiryuushintei, the tactic we've been doing is waiting for the enemies to come and beat them to the punch. Like when my brother's betrayal. We didn't prevent it. But we just waited to happen and make our move. It's true that we've waited for Diodora, but this has nothing to do with the fact that our enemy is Loki. But this has nothing to do to Loki. This is just a mere example. Do you remember the weird thing happened when you were fighting Loki? The weird thing? Yes. You've made a contact with the other world. And do you get what's this major events that I'm talking about? I just simple reply no. The emerging of Rizavum Live and Lucifer. I got shocked what I just heard. Vali's grandfather. One of the most powerful devil. Everything started here. This will be the first step. If we can prevent you from making contact with the other world, then we can prevent Rizavum from his ambition to go to the other world and preventing him from the reviving of the evil dragons, thus preventing Ria's Gremory accident. Well, of course by doing that we need to eliminate some minor factors. Look here. I look at the small dot besides Loki's picture on the hologram. The small dot has a line branching upwards. I follow the line, but the line ended on the end of the hologram. Huh? Ajuka-sama. The dot has a line that ended up. No, it didn't end. I just used the lower part of this chart. I'll continue upwards. The hologram chart started to move upwards. With this I could continue following the line. What? Then while following the line with my eyes, I noticed the chart became huge when it reached to the top. The first thing I notice is the massive branches of events the line that I was following encircle the whole branches, so that means the line is all about this. I'll explain. That dot represent the events that took place in the same time when Loki attacks Odin. In every events you've been there's an equal side events that took place. The line on the dot represent the events that might change if we engage the dot. But how can this prevent Rizavum from appearing? It's true that we've beat him in our battle, but how can we be sure that this will help us preventing him from making a havoc all over the world? Rizavum Live and Lucifer is a man without an ambition in life. When he learned about the other world he began to have this ambition on taking on the other world and make a utopia. By doing that is willing to do everything to achieve it. You know him more than I do. You fought him. By eliminating the factors that might trigger his ambition, we could safely say that everything will be okay in the end. So the first step is to avoid fighting with Loki. But how could they win against Loki if I'm not with them? Loki is a god. He's more powerful than the rest of them. Don't worry. I got it covered. You need to avoid any kind of battle with Loki. To prevent any contact to the other world. That would be our plan. Ajuka-sama said in a cool and calm voice. For now. Let's continue this some other time. You need to rest. And Sekiryuushintei. Yeah? Ajuka-sama turned his chair around. Take a good night rest. You need to that in your upcoming battle. Don't worry. If anything goes wrong on Loki's side you can have my head as a payment. But Ajuka-sama is willing to risk his life on this plan. It's not like I'm going to kill him. Of course I can't do that. Chapter 11.4 Ajuka's Help. Part 1. After the commotion in Haidu residence, we came to agree that the Sekiryuushintei will not participate in the joint forces against Loki. But, I do agree that this will be a hard battle because Haidu will not fight. It's frustrating to think that I will be one of the side character again, and what's the deal with that volley? His intention isn't clear yet. I've heard from Azazel sensei that one of the key of winning against Loki is with me. But what can I do? I really hate to admit it, but without Haidu we can't win. A simple fire dragon won't stand a chance. Erg might as well go to the clubroom. I hope Rias Butchu and Azazel sensei have thought a way. I leave the school building and head to the clubroom. The sun has almost set, and the second meeting for the countermeasure against Loki is almost time. The wind breeze and I felt a presence nearby. Who could this be? I stop and look around, but I found nothing. I decided to continue, but then from the shadow, a man appeared. I put on my guard and glared at the man. You don't have to worry. It's only me. No way, it's Ajuka Beelzebub. What's he doing here? I have a business with you, come with me. I didn't ask him why, I just came with him. Part 2. I followed Ajuka Beelzebub back to the school. It was so quiet and it feels like the air is dead. I noticed that the sun isn't setting, so I decided to stop. What's wrong? It's just I feel something isn't right. What are we doing here anyway? What do you want from me? Ajuka Beelzebub just walk into one of the room. And again I just followed him. He's now standing beside one of the desk while looking outside the window. Do you know where we are? Yeah. We're in one of the class. He slightly laughed and then looked at my direction. Correct. But this is the room of the Sekiryuushintei. And this is his desk. Huh? He just here to show me Haidu's room? Is he trying to intimidate me? Ah yes. That's the look I wanted to see from you. You want to become strong like the Sekiryuushintei, huh? Well, of course, even though I don't mind him at times, it doesn't mean that I'm not aiming to surpass him. The first obstacle to become a ultimate pawn is him, and that volley I've need to become strong so that Rias Goes will be proud of me. I want to help Rias Goes to achieve her goals, her dreams. Yes. I want to become stronger than him. I want to have power that can surpass the heavenly dragon and the future enemy that we will face. Well, unfortunately you can't. But I can help you to become stronger. Huh? Helping me? Why? He's the one who didn't allow Haidu to fight and now he's here to help me to become stronger. What's that? What's the catch? What are you after? I know you're one of the Mao-sama, but I can't help to think that you're doing something against the current Mao government. Surely the other Mao don't know about our meeting today too. So please tell me, what are you after? Unlike the Sekiryuushintei, you're sharp. You're right, the other Mao don't know about this. But don't worry, I'm not here to do something bad. I'm just here to help. You see, there is a good reason why I didn't let the Sekiryuushintei fight. Unfortunately, I can't tell you about that. I'll be blunt about this, all of you can't win this fight. You're still lack of experience to take on Loki. That's why I'm here. To mend for my decision. I will make you stronger that you can take Loki on your own. Ajuka Beelzebub raised his left hand, then a magic circle appeared. I will give you this. An sphere appeared in front of me. It has a weird aura around it. What is this? That is the sphere of magic. Like the other typical weapon and sacred gear, that sphere only reacts on the user's will. The user's will? Why me? You could at least give it to Rias Goes or the other members like Kiba or Akeno senpai. They have more talent comparing to me. It's because you have the will to use it. The will to become stronger. That's why I choose Eugene Kuro. With this you can become stronger. Is this enough to beat Loki? Can I really become more stronger? But of course, you need more training to unleash its full potential. As of now. You can beat Loki with that if you use it well. I highly doubt that you'll have trouble handling that sphere. I still don't know what's your intention. But if you say that this can help me then I won't refuse it. But if anything goes wrong while I'm using this, I'll be the one who go after. Don't worry, everything will be fine. You'll thank me one day for this. Well, this is the time I have. I better go. Goodbye. The magic circle appear beneath Ajuka Beelzebub and vanish when the light envelop his whole body. I grab and hold tight onto the sphere. I really hope that I made a good decision about this. Accepting the sphere from the one who I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.